Abusua we de mamenchi opa na memo akwaba na kamia yese Bernard Entwibosi akocha ma Wontumi sese de oya ate asem de oye ate asem papa frise de na ebinim ehwehwe anim akwan no eno a na enne ababetodwai wonom kire se de edi kan de tudwa na no brebi no kire se chama Wontumi ne chia eche no na enhyeda nye mine ne ho ntansa ye de bo no anase obi okoye reclamation anase ho ahwan ho ntansa na emom na bufuo bi ta baabi enu nti na ema yese pese kire ne bibi kakra bi so ye bema se kire ne se bema bi ewo baabi chen no Frise Bernard Entwibosi akon wohwe brebi ne nsenkaye bi ya okotena wono na radio so ne TV so toto papa so toto bi ma na John Dramani Mahama eni NDC mu abam mpenimfo kire se ono de Asante mantem de oye commando obie ne ho no mo betimi asi ha odisi obedwa ne ade adwa nanumu a Frise sa abre na ban na ewo so nti NDC de omudi kan hwiabo enumhwe ogu so ewo bra no mo opposition so mo ba power kian ne ken sa abre nti ye be kire bi kakra bi watiwa ampani ampa ya wono mo ba ya omunya bebi gina so ede pam no a ya ene yedina kakoshe buom boko ya ote hono mo atete ni atepe na wo famu ye beka ya na no ada last week mu ho ba bi ebedo dwa se Kennedy akompre ko Japan ene NPP fo mpenefo bi Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia ne nkae ne nyina no wono mo koi ekokosra no ko bona no ho ba se appeal bi ehia bia no wono be ya wonka na komanto ne yam eno achi nso so wono mo ko John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampani ene ne yere ene first lady ene abusuafo no nyina nchen ede ko to wono manim kire se adwebrɛw abrante na no kokopae ma ne kokansem bia anhyeda amboa enti ewo mu se owo case wo court wa emra ene ne didie ye no sinkyene a abufuo bi firi baabi bae ne ade no ka ho bi ene bia ma na ka ko wiewie sa enti wono mo be sere John Dramani Mahama se wonhwe no mfa abrante no ne bone enche no na wo ma na kwanya bi no sa mra amesom na monyokuo na mboa maka bi man ka bi amanyo no enti nya fe fese we ka bi na we ya ka bi na eboa ama aban no ekoso ha enti onum kokodi nkomo bebre no ewo mu se ndisi wo hwe wonum a wonum di atem kasa pa wontimi nyi ne sinsin nchen wonum mpo no atenie na eboa wo mu mutimi nya atumi ba power fese Kevin Taylor ene wo hwe se de mranti o mu ndisi mutimi didi MPP fo atem pa including Nanado na nso so wonum anka ho asem ebesi send this ba power na enne yesi obi kasete ya enti echi no nanka yentwaso mu nenso so enne de ababe drone nti o mapachew ne no eno maka ko yi asumsem kakra de a kire Bernard Entwibosi akose won pachew nti efri na no adade edom gi twi kokopiem ewo ensawon prisons ho no mo ono de na asem a wakanya na se wo pampanifo achew se boni bi na waya o mo fanche o mo sisei ebeka ko sisei John Dramani Mahama obama ne presidential pardon ana ho sem kan yaka ko sisei yemo yentwen na yentie nkomo ya edi ho ni bi de fire chire beba de da yenyina ye ne madaja mesre se oba like me video na ma me no wa share na do adwen chire so aba de yenyina yetimi akon akoyedem
Kabra wati de ba
said yet e de na eba
Chairman Wontumi apologize to President Mahama and the First Lady. And no appeal for clemency. Now, which my apologize na da.
Oh, I did pacho.
Anfa. Akodemo wi no.
We fa ho nyame timi ade.
Say na sembre me I'm seeking information. President Mahama ti o titum say o de no boni acha na ono betima oda cause nyina na.
Obetimi.
Ono betima
pardon.
Pardon. O we are na court na process na no mayi no.
There be pardon, presidential pardon.
That's what free.
Pardon, but
necessary documentation war prison ho. Necessary documentation. But that's the case in the bisa wo India no so.
We persecution. Obi anim say Wontumi onye boni.
What dey go say asem no. Dey pa no patch o say persecution, say trial wo patch.
Good morning.
Akwaba. O patch o because odim say onye boni bia na emomenra bi. Panyini na okwo kasetia no. One na yire Ibrahim Mahama any first vice president Lordina sorry Gina no poku ajima.
We influence on the sentence.
It should. And one more. Sadie was refrain for Kwabra. Isa Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the Krata Bernardo Pay. If I don't know Accra, Adaya AMA announces August edition of National Sanitation Day cleanup exercise with strict enforcement. Don't pass on chance Saturday 1st August from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Omo clean up some parts of Accra. No moving can the crowd but shop owners, traders, residents and mobia. What na sadu ifrein fa. So one day be as mercy and you see a clean and be a fine. Would be to Munda catcher as a debut into your shop and make proper about and a sanitation tax now that night to and as one person say.
Well, you will pick it another time. Right. Thank you very much. My uncle Manasona Yane Bright. Do watching coding como ono ewo labor runabout ona yanko hear exactly what has happened. Right, good morning.
Good morning, KOD.
Na minimsa nya boko ntu de boy de na koso labor runabout.
KOD anope de nya boko kra e ma ye chiefo ne ya hefo. Sisi a me no ka say regional labor runabout sisi a me no ka say eye anopa be no wachi anenya ne ntie say renobi a efi amekom a sane ababa labor runabout de ni kire Roman Hill akoyi agadifo ne o ma eye bode ene agadifo ne banche a kwa akoyi no enya ntie say a fairly break na a fairly break no na CDB regional wa LOD ana a fairly break CDB ni to load yakọ eye ejoso tech ene sa kwan no so ti a fairly break na ekobom na yenya eyewitness wa ha one na asem ni si ye no o wa ha nti KOD se mebebe man ke be se ani ni bi nkomo na ye hu e kwan a e fa so e ba ye nyina macho ba ke bi TV test be from Kumasi madam ase na e ba ne se na wa e ba ne se tra abo na bebe fa se na ko be se bi se ti pro lai na trot na da sa ye ni kire ku ye na komo ku ba ye unse na ri bi na ni kaya na yi ti ti asera ye sane na ye hu ya ne se speed no anu aye din do run about no so na police na odibo mu a o tene ne sa speed ba ku e no ku a alo du afet pa be 10 years room e koko bo mu a no so municipality bi e play bla e di fo ne no ma nyina akagu ya se ya ama kwa ni nyina abro kwa se se am no ka se be 30 minutes here card e bi nko na e bi ma ba zongo NPP for no so abo mo di wi pa ba ta from mo nyina ba bi ya se ya omo de emwa eno do ene ye nkabu tedi bitimi akene me bi espri ama e kwa ne so de no ma ya to na ba ko ne yes ye nya fa o de ti afa fa ye kuma ye ba ye ni hu ka ne wa ha ye hu ti di ni wa ye hu ri no wa ha na cars ne wa ye ba ela mo se si ye na si me road na ko kwa police for di ka ba ana mo de ape ri ka ama na peja kai si si afisi police station that they are this year to ne ba ama na di them not just a police for ne obu ka di ne ko so kama wa my say so da kwa ya ka di akoye juma na madama obi every man oh fitia that see ya ne de ye hu se ku le ku brother no more play and driver ni ma bi nu bi na tete omu ka akoye dia ye force ya itu ni lu de na ano ba na omo house kan na e wo from but obi enwu ye dashi KOD ya wo MPP fanyi wa ba wo tere se ne commander enyamma ne permission se onkasa se de o medjuma ne matre no je se order from above asana wetimaka nanti ebeze bo premier ne kasa na o se commander enyamma ne permission tino ontimi ne nkasa se de eyewitness na cheche mama no ta fa ne si ya da so wa ha de be si bia ye mfa nkame ya T4 ne ahefo o Kesben 3.3 Kesben TV Plus
ba ma muso ya te se nipa ba ko frim se na ehun samte
KOD said the eyewitness ne kan no see nipa ba obi ani wa wa free
okay
obi anwu ye no dead recorded bia issue
okay
nipa na wo mu prepare no omo na MPD for na wa na bo mu homoden pan yi ye mo ma ba so pa police for ya dia e say ye bo ma ba so yi omo ya de bo ne so e say ka na ene de ye wu se MPD ye zongo MPD before there omo bo mo homoden pan ya omo da so wa ha omo hwe say traffic congestion na every ameko run about eba and edum ayas that house eba no omo make sure so omo control ye pa den pa wa ha
all right and I say bright edubuachi and them the kind of two grano or the whole report their brain to you hear your TV ne so a nyama na ekoso ne bi and abandon traffic at you honum ti o ba no abefa hon ma mesro so another way abetimi divert fa ho na wa nye late e wo ba bia wo kro no na ɛho nsɛm ɛno no right bɛgyafoɔ ɛtena se na afei yɛdi yɛn nkɔmmɔ no sɛdeɛ wɔsi pɛpɛpɛpɛ wɔ hanom sɛ honorable Maxwell ɛwɔ hanom sɛ Maxwell of Osubuachi ɛyɛ former MC Maswami municipal NPP edimu wɔno ɛwɔ ha yɛtwɛn sɛ Frank Otuo Champion lecturer Ashanti Regional Communication Team member the National Democratic Congress wɔno nso ɛba abɛka yɛn nsa na afei yɛdi nkɔmmɔ no anase yɛdi ne nneɛma mmiɛnsa no menyɛ sure sɛ bɛtumi aka mmiɛnsa no bɛ at least 2 deɛ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛde afa ho deɛ di kan ɛyɛ ɛnɛ the Ghana Revenue Authority ɛyɛ nsɛm a aba abɛpiem ɛso ɛwɔ hɔ a panyin pa a wɔda no Owura Anthony ɛyɛ akwasi sapon yɛkyekyere allegation sɛ tienie ɛna yɛde asoa no na yɛka nsɛm because of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɛka categorically clear sɛ na memmo mu deɛ kita hyehyɛ ɛne proyɛ ɛnya deɛ a sɛbi yɛbɛbɛ so baanye bia nneɛma bɛyɛ mmienu a mmiɛnsa ɛne yɛde abɔ papa yi deɛ di kan ɛne sɛ ɔmo kra ɔmo nneɛma ɛde ba no tudo ebi a ɔyɛ no kwakwasa saa na kyɛ sɛ owie a ɔse atena port hɔ akyɛ na ɔmo afakoti kwan bi so na ɔmo ade ama nipa bi na ɔmo adi ɔmo tua tax ketewa bi na ɔmo ayi no mde afi omo oil marketing companies no so omo oil la omo de ba bi ho no ma so omo de ba tax wo ho no so omo etua omo credibility ya sabi omo etua no omo respite kakra na omo etimi ayi akire na omo de sika no aba na ya beto jan se oil companies be yensie bi enso e wo ho no ma womo de papa yi ebonani atu free a womo enam akwan bi so na omo agi omo oil na omo ntua taxes na adiska ya na se katwitwiridie aba abeto oman so eno eka discussion so ne ebehwe ohene ensema okae ede kire government appointees eno so yebere ho ensema mama honorable akwa baby
Good. Meju so.
Yeah. My son come train us. Yenhwe free aye GR for the no eho.
Nanka menyanka meka nsutane
aye die no kakra. Ma mema briefly na yenka hon masam kakra.
Memfa me dia be wrake me nanka aba
no problem. No problem.
Yenhwe ya de bia yenye ka abonten so de. Na yenso ye fi no ma bi wo ho no ma enkoyi. Mpacha wate ase. Aha enti aye metisa we interview MC no also akwa kodwi asase ne so ene ma ne se ateche e wo so wo se mo mehwe se net kokko wo so enye net kokko no na obi e kan you see so be project a emfa ho ni project ne boa e be boa sabio omo ati asase ne so sisi a no arrangement ben na wo ya ama wo me ba chawate ase
omo bi omo kotena sisi
omo utu omo akọ ho no na dey arrangement papa e na wa ya ama wo mo a sebi omo kotena ho a omo ho betimi ahan wo mo yenka ase kokosi market seso saabi ema wo mo debi every project bia wo ye bia you see say a World Bank project omo standards sabi ye obi not ni container si a temporary place in pa any kwanso wo de container mposi a you compensate the person
okay
and sakura no wetimi yi what you say World Bank will make sure say enye say okọ ya say baby o no enze say wo di container wo hwe ma ni di si won kwa de wo si etua compensation man
I see
me kai say ye crop market say market ni so municipal assembly but ye koje school bi ana egu ye tua rent for 2 years in him say project ni be di 2 years ena ye painti ho esa renovate ho e partition schools no
so bi abenya baby ashi
yes what you say tiene no school no Saint Preparatory egu for over several more than 15 years ni but property ni belongs to somebody we engaged him and ye year no ho man ensuo to mbenya baabi akọ obenya baabi alock ne neoma ehọ na nso won mu enti yesa akọ eye adoato o adoato o si market bi wo ha ka me ni see those days but nipa ne bebranko mo ana stores ni bi deda ho enam sa market no nipa edi dwane egumu ahodo ebi pamade ewum ebi yɛ mpaboa ne ade nti yɛhwɛ ɔmo a ɔmo de ne yɛ tomatoes we na no am na aben baabi ɔmo wɔ no but ɔyɛ mpaboa de obetimi akɔ akyire because ɔde bɛkɔ trek ne ade ɛne edi bi kɔ adoato hɔnom sɛ bɛyɛ nipa no the first wo besu market ne nkyɛ sɛ bi ɔmo asesa all right life must still go on
ti de ɔno no kan ne sɛ ɔmo akɔdwu baabi na a temporal structure
also we a makeshift structure and say we are yes yan can say kokko see structure it is a market na bi but at least in so to also nya ba bi kojina e we aba wo say bibi bɔ ne ho ban what you say wo say wuntimi ngu form no kura obetimi the chippings and quarry dust or whatever egu wo say ba ya ho nya chaka chaka e ma no and now another option sabi in supermarket no say baby a minimum market dey o mu nyina be converge ne dey a eso pa wo betimi a face project no why in phases
okay
but what you
say enyo unwiri ni
nyina ka say me be ye ni nyina akọ gye hu nyina say me dey ba be especially wo limited resources
okay
nti say aha no me na ye ya mo amote ha na ye yimu kwa ha ye wia na mo ba betenem na about the next phase na san was here no I was here adwene o manfo no not because already you know 24 hours a waste of resources and it don't make the people worse off never sure what else so this will be my little contribution
all right
again km there no mati zuba trimupone ye but ebeboa
unhu se ebeboa
tabio minimum ni focus is a focus on mitiena the focus is only on revenue generation but not on improving sanitation.
Okay.
Disaster. There could be a disaster.
Okay.
What you say? Why municipal chief executive pay? Into with the experience that Dana and Son or Deba Wemono. I believe say be or something underneath his sleeves. I mean mudia. But me any interview no. The focus was on property rates be generating revenue more for us. Yeah. But no crano. If that is your focus, crana, ubetima fail.
How?
Ube fail because one, property rating. Neji na nyesa assembly no was send staff nko. Who the MC in the open so say mu generate revenue bebre. In fact, any property rating nko na issue. Even crampo building permitting and also generating revenue ma assemblies pa. But what I say. But property rating so about digitizing na nipa bebre mpetua because bebre o hokra ye nko omo honom kra nko kan jenzo metua property rate. Never sure what I say. I remember I had to go to assembly no baby amemete no. As a massa. Na me homo bi ansi honom da. First year, second year until later, and I'm who's a fade. Oh, man, yeah, bro. And no crime bono. See, come on, my virgin. I didn't serious on person generating revenue. But I joined the pattern. I didn't serious because I'm one system intimate. I say, and no ye area, nipa bebre wapeja dynasty woko kruku. What me see? All to about 3,000 a year. No, yes, any boarding 2,000, yes, any boarding 1,000, yes, any boarding. Yes, men cassette 1,000 F because I be. Once the cry will be added. But the point is, Nipani bebre so far as I make quine yet, and I make quine into your property rate. That's when to your hand about your quine. But the difficulty in so a woman is say, more quagisicano. More quagisicano.
That's where the issue is.
That's where the issue is.
The digitalization. What that one would rather help?
You see, it is not the digitalization that I'm against because KMA I know. Say our digital platforms will be to me transmit iska.
Be what that.
Be also I'm crying here will be. It will be to me through Momo. You can do it. Me ba what I say. Will be to me an electronic from your wallet to the assembly's account. Bebre no mo ye. These are all the digital. Will be to me use sa my friend say the card be I don't know if it's still the school feeding for my use.
East-West no.
East-West anyway no. What else? Obeti me ni nyina part of the digital process na you use no. Oh dey me patch. It is a eno kwa outer. Eno the faster we digitize no doesn't mean that people will patronize.
Okay. There should be a means of coercing people to patronize.
And there were no all digitizing also. People will fight it from within because the moment I buy digitizing, obi so ebe leaky.
I see.
Because I remember previously there was a teamer. Now you also had the actually then ekoso. A revenue generation. Sometimes ebe ba say nipa na tua KOD eba o shop na eba o fee no. What you 1,000 Ghana cedis. No problem. But sorry, what you 1,000 Ghana cedis. No problem. Everyone was 200 Ghana cedis. Yebe fa actually beba no. Na receipt ne or more de ma no what you are 2,000. It happens. If I what you say. Me worry is tying sanitation to
the
property rate. No? Okay. Because one ball and what of woman so a ball and on one de gunike mukotu. And then structures be na KM wo. Say or the be sanitation at the end. KM any vehicles yes. Because in himself ball and sanitation area no. It's been taken over by a aboboya and a private individual.
What about if maybe they have friends agreement with other companies that will take over?
Until they make company no. Are you saying say uji property rate ni muma? Now we what your company?
No, what your company ni kaya?
Eti aboboya na ba area ho. Say company ni own na ni echi. Na me mean to ya me property rate. Now say aboboya area. Beje ball egum obeje saying 20 cities 50 cities na me the amana o say abobo yara na onye
but the onus on you so say this is the arrangement I have and you have to pay
unyante de me can say me say so property rate no the difficulty in you o say digitize property rate no now what time with sanitation is good on paper there I'm looking at this practicality me my agree metua me property rate. Me no get inside one area. Metua. Watua. Minu yatua. Eti ya bola na wasa obefa. But your majority of the people la ono so property rate ni won tua yenti no. One. Ono on tua ba abobo ya ne be family de na etwam a obefrɛ say 20 cities ne family de 50 cities ne family. E basa nipa kakra bi a etua na abobo ya no nso no eba revenue also will generate or the man no agreement abasa enkoye number of houses abefa na ebe hu atua oka because what they ban cost be cost ebasa ebegu the whole process it is say no name the end say you see here fight sanitation the focus should be on sanitation fight sanitation making sure say ebe improve the environment separately.
Okay. It's a very paramount thing I was here as of my now that flood CEO on grind. You know, waste management issue. So that's a senti to me any year. You listen, boy, you know, waste grano in itself, no, a resource as of money to me collecting year.
Country be almost baby.
So that's between their fertilizers, between their plastics, between their and you might be bit by creating employment opportunities in some of the youth, no.
All right.
So that's that is where I always look at because my bringing ya Jumaya, me jidi say instead of the said man perform what to
Masuma Juma. That's it. Honorable, Yamra GR the so now. You in the next 7 minutes.
7 minutes. GR the end there. I'm say let me the media no be futu. Me media no e be futu. And I'm the be my GR.
O de futu na mom. Aden.
Baby dua anansi e de ewu. Ntekuma. Entrance ntunku.
Okay.
What I say? Sabi. Ora kanu furiata. To see NDC for e kan ho mbacho kan no se bepem ne. Obi antimi kan say we taku ana simple. It was just a contract. I was sign revenue assurance contract. And yes or no put sign. But the outfit GRE it operate directly. But you want them patch. And you person by force you're linking it to revenue assurance contract because of certain procurement breaches being added. But me no work as say SML cra or yes agreement no. Directly under GRE no. But because of political expediency, we are going after someone who is an nebema ye no abem. Yeah, we are drawing lessons from NDC.
Okay.
It is almost say containers aba. Idea or more ye. Ora Anthony Kwesi Sapon. So when you move on Shena on Kai Yoko bill condition or Mode Mayeno, young Crawford on Pisking who was ever or the baby no. At the F2 any at the Bemano. Because these things are becoming too many. Yet you chrome her and attracts a son and more and one over several millions of Ghana cedis. Over I think 80 to 80 million Ghana cedis, me boy. A best in the as transit goods. And I think that a noni kwanya appointees I what GR hono. First where we are mine. Kwesi Sapon, Anthony Sapon, and a dano. A kwanya more fast because why a new man no money transit goods. I said I don't know a free Ghana a Chema Kobokina. Me one never here. Never Ghana here. It in yet. System no na ebi mu decide say omo track it and omo likima media na nka sa de no kranka ya ante ho asem me ba what yes number 2 anzani elikima media no kra na how many of such transit supposed transit goods no and etimi abetwam ya enhu no ba jo won de me pa ebio another strategy a o masa introduce in transit cargos you say ade na ba betwam akọ me pa what you say na anya anko but e ban so a na ye delay na nti wo na ye wo de a ade no e worth e bia 100 million Ghana cedis ba wuntua ye say ekọ demorrage ni ye be auction na ya san ba auction ama wa ate bia 10 million or 5 million Ghana cedis nti hwan na e da hwan na se krono bi koso because nipa no wa sheda ama akipi ade no se be ya obenya kwa bi aka so waje afri ne nsam eti o auction no at a cheaper amount na nipa na ba betu esika no we anya krono ne yebo oman na eyede ba de eti na me ka se afutuo ena me de be mo we are talking of about 700 containers here we krampo ye de e ba ahase o yenim de esini de besa ba ekiri enti people are saying say na President Mahama ompamo papa no na chief of staff emfa na no matumu bi na omo ne kra na da say
ale omo yere
omo ne na da say
omo yere
big push no enya kro no na yere
ede na chese kro no
oh massa President Mahama na ka kire you
say
enya me na me kan you
say
o say so sourcing obi pe kro no agba no ye so sourcing me na me kan President Mahama na kan o say so sourcing say o pese ade no ye fair o say we introduce o ma ade no ye competitive e ba what you say the bidding process no e was say competitive na wa yenti bidda unim say contractor a super in the history of this country ya there so sourcing a big push. In the history of this country,
contract a super a
super a yes so source na anko competitive bidding. A big push. It actually say President Mahama analogy no. Anything to go by chrono a super a politician de pen area or mine a big push. Now one on that same bajo.
Okay.
No one waka Anthony Sapon asem. Wonu amu na eja no, wonu amu oye bi. Video bi a ekwo viral. Asem no o tai waso a, minim so wanya bi a. Say oye ni edo, say nipa ni e middleman o. President Mahama ne ekwo no, o ade no. This was the 150 million ba. Ti 150 million am say or the ba ba ye den 150 million no or a bribe ana okoye ni project bi ama na ana okoye den e ba what you say
nipa na ka kire o mampani se
o mampani na e kasa na em say bloggers ni ade atwa mu ho ahia no bi camera e ba close stay sa
mampani se nipa ko for 150 million
yes me ba what you say enti na me kasa 150 million e bia Mahama okoye ni project bi ye nim ana e bia project bi a oman ne dia na oji wo bi sika ansa no dia man because na anu ya kan Japan adawrema o say we metua $7 million in advance omo je $10 million but we metua $7 million ansa na dia man minim say ya no bi dia me ba chon de me ba che no enti etire na nkasa no ehihim oso onkotu hwanfo.
It's him because you can't substantiate it now. Say allegations that you are making. Say no friend. You can't say him. Meaning you are putting at the doorsteps of the president.
President Mahama. What the president that me boy.
I would be that.
So no ba be kan kire. Sabre na no opposition. O say NPP for bokro no.
Yeah.
Abra sabre no wanchi NPP ni bia sa ban sike kura no. Me ba cha what I say. Wo wadwene nyina ne say obi pekro no aba. And we so sourcing. If I what I say, also be based
on one in waka.
And we so sourcing. In fact, in NDC's manifesto, is clearly spelled out. In NDC's manifesto, I think page 136 of their manifesto. Oma kanimu ese so sourcing there a thing of the past. And in fact, Oma capture under how Oma fight corruption. Now what ba not the biggest source in terms of quantum. Omo so omo smart. Ni anya fellows of Ozukachi. No be catch say Rose Ministry no award 1,400 and there contracts. Out of that number no so source na omo award kra no big push no new 100 contracts or 120 contracts. Never sure what you say. But sikane involved na saying 1,400 no ma award no me pa choka imu 1,300 ni nyina boma enu 10% of big push in sika no. See nti we can we kire ho na wodada. You think we are talking about the number? We are talking about the amount involved.
Okay.
Eti President Mahama any appointees there they be kan kire omo ne say omo nka ehyen koduru momo mesumu nto omo dia omo kire ye kwan no ti na me kan ni mre bi say me nyame ya madom na NPP aba power ni ye be ya me yoko boss a in fact nipa obetuma fopa me finance me technical advisor Raymond
ono alcohol pen
nti wo no me from Raymond ya di asumesi abo said ye na enra na kire me kwan ya yemfa ne mfa so tie
thank you very much Frank.
Good.
Mami tie also
I'm so that bia say no the for any much form say am pani no obi na nipa no cash no 150 billion na e nkomo na no wo die. If you are not able to substantiate say indeed nkomo say na no wo die and okobo 150 million so then you don't come on air maligning the president. You don't do that.
Did I do that?
You did. You did. So no be din nkomo na o cash for 150 million bra. Until President, on one personal conversations I want to for your side Obumino. For you know a farmer. He's an astute farmer. I want more yen do the Juma. Until they be on any pacone and I'm no more dear Moncoma. Na cameras are copy care. You don't based on this and then try to malign him. And on unchain, customs or Mujuma dear Sabia about Sankaya and a yen and a better Jumadi in a campaign. Maybe say. And Shasian, maybe the late president, Papa Professor Mills, about Oceana Momus and Okoho. Now, who maybe an air coso, a manuntino, also what is Saika cry a day, a coho. Nina or Jet was a Bema customs, Omujuma, Jerry, Omujuma, denied and every pay. But still, no matter coso, where they be the trim, and I know that me cry. Me car now airflow meter and me cry and buy. We thought the ending in the shipping in our money $70. After be do high na customs say a day into almost out so me 2,800 Ghana cedis and son of the $70. Oh,
$70 around.
I'm not here. Only the moderator. No, as I make I'm only citing examples. Say Omujuma di Omudino one. Yes, and I'm giving you. So, but you have $70 including shipping and everything. A buyer customs so I'm almost out to so remember and buyer. Mekoya into $1,800 sorry cedis and sana omo the airflow meter I kitu abio. Just say and you know some 2080 dia. Omafa.
So what happens to what happens to what happens to the resetting agenda? And yeah, Omampeni di scene and so on. What can categorically say Kitashan Poye dear is something he will not tolerate at all. The Eba say Nasa still like Koswa. What do we do?
Median and that 1080 no more the mamma. Na yeah, mammy receipt.
No receipt.
No receipt. Yeah, mommy receipt.
Now this show
because I had to travel from here to Accra. I said my mechanic to be customs a product, Accra to be Accra head office. I went there, 1,800. Yeah, mommy receipt. I'm just idea month because 1,008. Bet me at all. Sir, a flow with any be Ghana and I'm kind. So you see, all activities, I think it's rather drawing the development of this country back. So I say, and you may be in trade customs one particularly. No one that say will be called or customs the next 2-3 years was in if you will not attend a game. Idea could you inquire on Kwaja, idea incentives in Kwana, Sabi at the mammo. And to me, said an hour can say, I was buying a dinner in nice form.
So, your idea what he got him because it was something he categorically stated, say.
That's a meaning at
then, or also questions to answer for two Ghanaians.
Of course.
Because the ordinary country are and an Huabasami.
So, and no be okay, nano containers there, you buy for no containers here, buy in circulation, say the dollar gold in one in a woman, and then away. So, who are we to blame? So what I say, into one my dear, say a bit not digitizing near you the human interface, the free bank, DVLA, one passport office for another GRA customs. It's also scenario quiet, you can send on my render services. I think say we should try as much as possible. The human facing interface in free. Nan paper cashless. So what I say, now I've quite and be never find a way. So I just find a way. And see, I don't know how, but because so Obama about him no see Senka Sika 5 ports and Kwa Bawumia women. See, you will be a yet me a Gigi year. I don't cry is enough to better the lives of the people in this country. So I just say, but a coin, a fan said them, a ton said them PhD. Why the fire? Until your bamboo before you see someone, begin to port to hold one area. Say the NC from Passy, a Beji Jisicano, no cream more. Give it might create several employment opportunities in this country. Ports won't because Burkina Faso you know Mafaha, Mali you know Mafaha say, Niger you know Mafaha say. Those landlocked countries in the union for my way. And he says he can Kasaka fine. So we revenue collection no Ghana Hano it's a big problem. And you customs and uncle. All other institutions assemblies there that in alcohol. So I say, and you know, Mijidis is a buying yeah, you to me for an NC form, young for an NC form, in Casa, will be young for an NC form, a man penny for an NC form. So I wish I would be no second. All right. Did you don't penny be more on one Shisha, said one would answer Hunin and I was here, a deal almost grand chain. If possible, you prosecute you amo. No, Sikabia Farmers as Sibiano, Mumma Mubu Tantra or Mino. Now, sir, necessary punishment to be a while. Ye who saw what did dreamer. You found the form from. Yeah, Yanisa, I say, party, some of these things. Tell me, the youth of this country in the sofa at the end.
Thank you. Yes. Honorable, now walk Castle.
I don't know, can I make him say, Bia, South Publican AI no more diabano. And I'm a buono a costro. And you can make us a neighbor there, a woman at diaba. And you should keep quiet and pay because of our bam. But they all kind of borders on corruption.
Corruption, yeah.
What I say, we are pure thievery. And thievery knows I work on 170. You be out, or you know, party for any go. So, oh, it's true. Oh, there
are people there. Hold on, Frank.
I'm in trouble, baby. Is it Utie Felix of Osukwachi? And John Abujinapo recently, or more engagement. I'm deliberately mentioning them because one was a former deputy chief of staff, and one speaks for the president. Both of them agreeing say party biaba. Sam Grofona almost share black and white. You do omukogu as national security. What I say? Omo ya Jumama party. That is the point I'm making. But in this corruption case, what I'm saying is, nipa bebrebe ni edu omakugu honomo no. Most of them, NDC for. What you say? Why is he running away from the first Americans NDC for any go on? And again, the head of GRA, appointed.
NDC government appointed.
In fact, Port Honankasa head, when appointed. The deputy na yamia. There are certain positions appointment. And if say chrono fufu say why do you run away from it?
All right.
The way I wire frank with the issues. Now one play politics with it. But at least appointing our fingers at somebody. Intimacy is our problem.
All right, Frank, let me tell you finally nothing. Sorry.
Finally, the American say we are resetting and we are resetting.
Resetting into your no. Especially with the revenue.
Since we are humans, we cannot be perfect. We cannot be perfect as humans as we are, and we cannot be perfect. But I think we are on course.
All right.
Our mommy say on a scale of 1 to 10, we've done about 70%.
Wow.
What I say?
Wow.
Oh yeah, we are doing our best.
That rating you're not there. Got for the rating. So let's look for that.
Let me say, what do I baby? What's that? You can't of Shasian, let me be a reset. There's also Mujaika.